here for level 2 of the Ocarina of Time. Oh, I guess they started me back in the Kokiri Forest. That will be quite a walk. Bear with me, folks. I guess you guys will get to see Hyrule Field at night, since it looks like somehow it changed tonight. That's right, there are skeletons in the field at night. We don't really have to bother them, we can just make our merry way over. Okay, so we will have to wait for the drawbridge to lower at daybreak. We can fight some skeletons in the meantime, but not like that. Let's see, where's the moon? Pressing up on the pad is really difficult. It's going to the stick instead of the look. But the sun is definitely rising. There's the moon. Alright. Oh, big one. And there we are. Alright, so before we can depart for level 2, we have been instructed to go and see the princess, who is in Hyrule Castle at the north end of the castle market, and there it is, Hyrule Castle. If anybody noticed, the bird is waiting up at the top of the tree to bore the shit out of us again. Look, there he is! Do our skip trick. Once again, that is B and A held at the same time to skip. And then we will say that yes, we heard it all. Alright. Now there are two ways forward. One is climbing this vine to get over the gate. And the other is paying the guy a bribe to let you in the gate. I will keep my hard-earned rubies, thank you. You have to get this one right in the center for some reason. There we go. Okay, so now we have to avoid the guards' line of sight, or they will kick us back out of the gate. So there's two there. So I usually like to go down from here. And then there's two here, and I follow this ridge. So there's a little bit of like a ridge in between these two planes, and I follow that straight up to go behind this guy. And then you follow this kind of pre-made path here to avoid the guys there, and you'll see a climbable wall in the background. And we will, you guessed it, climb right on up. It wasn't her guess. And then here, the key is to get as far into the river as you can, because there are rubies hidden in the water. So you want as much time spent in the water as possible. So I swim all the way up, and then let go, and let the current take you, or you can swim forward. And for every couple of feet, you will get a ruby. You go all the way to the gate for that last one. There you go. For those of you who are playing a remastered version of this game, you no longer have to get the Rumble Pack that used to be an optional add-on. So some of you may be feeling a rumble here. You can't do anything with that yet, but that's just something to be noted. Alright, so we're going to get over here and we're going to notice that there is a gentleman in the way of the blocks. So then we're going to head on back. And if you are a true RPGer, you will want to sneak your way back over there. I, however, have noticed that if you get caught on purpose, they graciously chuck you back out right where you need to be. And we hear some mysterious singing. So let's go investigate that. It is a pretty redhead standing by the vines. Those of you who are following from other Legend of Zelda games, you will remember Malon as the owner and proprietor of Lon Lon Ranch, where you get your first horse in the NES edition. So now she is going to ask us to go and find her dad, who has fallen asleep somewhere. Sound like somebody we know? Let's read on. Okay, and she's going to give us an egg. Excuse me, a weird egg. So IGN has confirmed that there is no other things that you can do to hatch that egg other than time. Some people used to talk about getting a certain amount of rubies or leaving and entering a section a certain amount of times. None of that is true. You have to wait a full day of the cycle for it to happen. So these stones will tell you the time when struck, so you can always make sure if you're in a zone that time moves forward in, because in a lot of the town squares and stuff, time will remain still. So we can check it again and see that it has moved forward. It is now 1:34 in the morning. So we'll wait here. I usually like to take a peek over at the moon because you can see it going down, so you'll know how far we have until morning. Okay, and I'm going to start making my way over there just so we're ready. And we'll follow the same path as before, and it is now morning, and the egg has hatched into a chicken. Okay. We'll jump right back into the water. I don't think we're going to get any rubies this time. Oh, no, we do. Alrighty, so we'll make sure we go all the way in. Get our maximum rubiage. Alright, we will equip our newly found chicken. We'll use him to wake up Talon, who is Malon's father. And now we will talk to him, and he will realize that he has left his daughter running the ranch all by herself. Okay. Better or more? Probably more. Oh, and Lindsay sent us stream things. Yeah, I gotta find a way for it to notify me when things like that happen. Not that there's gonna be a lot of people in the stream, of course, but I'm more of a stream things for people to watch later than a crew of following to watch while we are actually streaming. Okay, so now we're gonna drop these blocks into the gap. while we do this, it is worth noting that you cannot enter during the night. If you try and go in through that crawl space at night, there are 2 guards standing directly outside of it. So hopefully we can get this done in time to get in there before nightfall, so we don't have to wait for any time to pass. Alright, here we go. Alright, and now this is basically a sneak-in maze. There's a bit of strategy and a bit of luck to this. Obviously, just wait. They give you plenty of spaces to hide. But I usually tend to rush this, and there are many times that I get frustrated, so try and take your time. Alright, that's the easy part. Now we're going to have 2 guards. Timing on this, I usually wait while one is walking north. And then go. They actually both happen to be facing up, so that was pretty easy. This one's easy. You can go up the top if you want. It doesn't really make a difference. It's only 1 guard. Alright, and this is a little tricky here. You want to make sure you go fast. Alright, and then this is the one that used to piss me off. Okay. I think we got very lucky this time, ladies and gentlemen. They happen to be in excellent places where that was super easy. Alright, and that is it. So, quick pause for a little secret. There are 2 windows here that you can shoot your slingshot at. One of them will give you a secret 20 rubies. Zelda loves to reward you by doing things, and then you assume you do it everywhere, so let's just see what happens if we do it on this side. Well, in fact, we don't get any rubies. We get a pissed off soldier who throws a bomb at us. Strangely enough, that bomb is not enough to get Zelda to turn around. She has no fear. Let's go find out why. Okay, and we're going to get some story here, so I will go dark so you can listen. So I wanted to go back online real quick to tell you all a little fun fact about the developers at Zelda. The only reason why nobody talks in any of these games is not because they weren't able to at the time. They had developed that technology. But because you can type in your own name, they were super concerned that you would not have your name pronounced correctly. So they decided to have nobody in the game talk at all, rather than fear of having one person's name mispronounced. And we'll go dark again to hear this. All right, and we're back. God, this game is just so well done. I can't get... Oh, sorry, I skipped some dialogue there by accident. For those of you who were curious what it was, she was talking about a door that is sealed by needing 3 crystals. And we understood the story she just told us. We don't know what's behind that door yet, but, I mean, we will find out soon. Whoops. For anyone curious, had I opted not to look in the window, she would have made me do it anyway, so I just skipped on ahead. So, assuming that nobody's played this game, I'm sure many of you will already know this, but anything that is written in red in the text is a key item, something that you can use or equip to a selection. Anything that is yellow is going to tell you how to use something, and anything that is blue is telling you about a quest item that you will future need. So that red item we just got is a letter, and now we're going to talk to Impa, who is the guard of Zelda. And now we're going to learn the royal family melody that somehow Impa is able to play on her hand with no flute or anything. She just cups her hand and can magically play music. And here she goes. She's feeling herself, though. She's definitely into that jam. And then we follow along. Alright, we have learned Zelda's Lullaby. And then Impa escorts us out without having to deal with the guards. And there it is, Death Mountain. Any of you that have played... Sorry, I keep pressing that. I keep pressing the virtual settings. But anybody who's played the older games will know that Death Mountain is the last level in almost every single game except for this one, where you go up there in the second level. But Death Mountain is an area in the NES and in the Super Nintendo ones that you can only reach at the end of the game. Why they chose to keep that area but make it easier to access, I don't know. But just a little fun bit of trivia for you. All right. And now we will travel to Kakariko Village, or Kariko Village, because I think it just sounds prettier, and those of you who didn't watch my first stream will know that I couldn't pronounce a lot of these things when I first played this as a kid, and when you read something wrong about 100 times as a kid, it just sticks, and it's kind of hard to go after that. I'm going to check this tree because there are some rubies in it, and I'm going to check this tree as well, though I'm not sure if you can Scatula hunt in Hyrule Field during the day before they tell you about it when we go to this level. I'm going to see if we can do it now. If I can aim my roll, that is. Yeah, man. Get inside this hut. So no, you cannot. So we will have to do that after we have been instructed in the way of the Scatula, which will happen shortly. There she blows. Yeah, Kakariko Village. I don't get that. So remember well the locations of these little critters here, because those of you who are side questers will need them. In fact, we're going to grab him now. Oh, we lost sound. The stream stopped.
Give it a second. It's now back.
I have no sound, though, at all. The stream is going, but I have no sound now. Technical difficulties with our sound. Oh, well, it came back somehow. How is it now? Maybe it's because you're watching it over the same internet. So anyway, all of these friendly birds need to be returned to this lady and thrown into this area. So we could go and do that now. I'm going to see. The reward for getting all of the cuckoos back to their nest is an empty bottle. I don't know that I particularly need that. I've played this game so many times, I'm not really into doing all the side quests right now. So yeah, I think we're just going to blaze on ahead to level 2, which as we know is at the top of Death Mountain. Yeah, the stream seems to be skipping a lot. I don't feel like it's that bad when you stream. Show him our letter. So he's letting us know that we need a proper shield because our shield is made of wood and we are going into a volcano. So he's telling us to go to the bazaar back at Hyrule Castle to purchase a shield. We of the Zelda clan know better, and we are going to steal one from the graveyard. Okay, this guy's taking his sweet time to talk to me. Alright. So we're gonna pop over to the graveyard real quick. If you guys are lucky, you just might see Dampy. Lindsay has recently been told the tragic story of Dampy. We all love Dampy. Dampy's a good guy. We're gonna go visit the grave and grab ourselves a free shield. So sorry folks, no Dampy. It's not the right time. We have the creepy graveyard kid instead, but we're gonna go ahead and go to the stone that has the flowers and the butterflies. We'll grab that and pull it back. Oh, that's right. You cannot do that while the kid is there because he gets mad. So, unfortunately, since we do not yet have a way to pass time manually, we will have to go outside and let it pass on its own. Unfortunate detour. Okay, we're gonna wait for nightfall. Just here in the corner real quick. Alright, and back up we go. Any of you that have played Majora's Mask, if you look closely, this is the guy that has all of the chickens that you cheer up using the Keaton mask. There's a lot of layover of characters, even though they don't seem to know they're the same person from one game to the next, but there's a lot of reuse of characters, and that's one of them. Okay, and there's Dampy, folks. And Dampy is not quite as rude as the kid is about us playing with the graves, so we're going to go ahead and pull that back and hop on in. Okay. And there's our shield, folks. Free as can be. You'll notice that there is a bombable wall. This is a reminder, bombable walls sound different than regular walls, as we can hear. Okay, so we will equip our new shield, and we will notice instantly that it is too big for us. It is meant for an adult, and we can only use it by crouching. Which seems completely useless, but actually in the next level comes in great use. And off we go. A lot of people ask early game what that is for. That is a place that you can go in and out of, but you will not be able to do anything with it for a great amount of time in the game. A lot of stuff in Carrico or Kakariko Village happens late game. Oh, so we are now hearing a Scatula. In time-frozen zones, Scatulas can only be found at night, and you will hear them scratching around like that. And this one is here. Alright. I suppose while we're here, I should show some people. I've been speedrunning this game too much to make it a walkthrough. We'll go in here and see what we do with the Scatulas. So this is the House of Scatula. As we kill and collect Scatulas, these poor unfortunate guys who have been turned into spiders will start to turn human. Starting with this gentleman here. So he is cursed, and we can talk to the main guy to find out why. Let's see how many we have as of now. I believe we have 4? We have 3. Okay, so I think we have to get at least 10 for the first thing to happen. Excuse me while I activate my air conditioning. Alexa, set AC down 1 degree.
The AC is set to 73.
Okay. With
Say that again.
Alexa, stop. Alright, so we are all set to head up to Death Mountain. Okay, so those of you who want proof of my sword, notice that it takes me 1 slice and 2 slice to kill those guys with the sword, or the Kokiri sword. But if I break out this wooden stick, and then we go ahead and try that, that is instant death, ladies and gentlemen. It costs you a stick, but it is double damage. Kind of ridiculous. So over here, you will hear a Scatula. So we are desperate for bombs at this point. There's a lot of things we have to wait for bombs. And unlike past games where bombs are simply purchased, you have to be awarded bombs in order to use them. You'll see there's a heart piece up there. We can't get that just yet. That's another late game item. Just dodge the Goron. Another bombable spot here to the left. And we will make our way to Goron City. Those of you with, again, the rumble feature enabled will sense some rumbling here. Can't do anything with that quite yet, but as with everything else, keep it in mind. It will come into play later. And I welcome you kindly to Goron City. They are a lively, albeit rough around the edges bunch, with big hearts full of love. Alrighty, so we'll see our door here, and if we check the floor inscription, we will find out that it is time to use our newly found Ocarina song to prove that we are reputable. Okay. And this is Durrani, the leader of the Gorons. He's a little grumpy. Yeah, a little grumpy, but that's okay. So he's in a bad mood because of the bomb crop being stolen. So we'll help him out, but he's in a grumpy mood right now. So we're going to hold off on that just for a second here. I wonder if I can play the song without being taught it. If I can remember how it goes, of course. Having a brain fart at the moment. There it is. Alright. Oops, messed it up again. Let's try it one more time. No, so we had to be taught that. Alright, which means it is time for a trip to the forest. And Navi wants to talk to us. Let's talk to Navi. So they want us to go find Soraya, which is exactly what we're going to do. Just like Link, to only go back to Soraya when he needs something. Typical. Where are you off to, honey? Shower? Oh wow, it's midnight already. Maybe I'll make this just a stream to how to get to level 2. That's true. So I'm not entirely sure if I can go this way. I'm trying to find out. There is a shortcut from here to the forest. But if I remember correctly, you need to be able to blow up these bombs that you're seeing everywhere. And I'm having trouble remembering where that entrance is. Is it here? I believe it is. It is, and I was right. And I don't think we have a way to light those bombs up because the torch is out. Unfortunate. Is there a lit torch down here? That is a negatory. Okay, well that means we have quite the long sucky walk ahead of us. Oh, wait, actually, I believe there's a lit torch. Forgive me, I'm doing this all from memory. I believe there's a lit torch in this room. There is. Okay, so we might be able to make our way up to that shortcut. So we're going to go ahead and grab some fire. We're going to make our way out to that first torch. Hopefully we have time. We do. Let's regen our Deku stick by putting it away and bringing it back out. And this will activate that big spinning pot in the center of the room. And if we throw a bomb into that later, we get a heart piece. But right now, I am mostly just concerned with trying to transfer the fire up to that level, which it looks like we can do. Alright, very good. And we'll do that with this one as well, for good measure. Alright, and now we're going to use that fire to ignite these bombs. And that will be our way back to the forest. Which saves us an incredibly long, sucky walk. And here we are in the Lost Woods. And we have another talk with the owl. So our first trip into the woods, which is basically a giant maze, we are able to find our way through simply by listening at all of the entrances for where the music is the loudest. So we have an easy go of it our first time in. So we can hear it's much louder in here than it is in here. So we will go this way. And I happen to know from memory that the next location is left. And then right. Oh, I'm wrong. I take it back. Would seem it's straight. That's the sacred meadow. Yep, there we go. And this way. And this way. And we are now at the sacred forest meadow, where we will encounter a wolf enemy. They have defenses, so just wait for them to be about to strike, and right before they strike, you strike. It takes a couple hits, so just take your time. Lots of patience. Alrighty, there we go. And now we got a little bit of a maze with these Deku guys. So I recommend that we switch to our original shield for that. So that way we can run and hold our shield to deflect. Give them slice to take them out once they are deflected. Make our way here through the maze. We have a little bit of a detour through here. Gonna back up and let him get his shots in. Alright. We got a little corner here we go through. And up here to the Sacred Forest Meadow. Rinse and repeat on these enemies here. And there's Soraya. A little bit of foreshadowing for you there. And she's going to teach us Soraya's song, which we can use to talk to Soraya at any given time, and it also has various effects throughout the game. And that was what I was trying to play in front of Durrani earlier, but couldn't because I hadn't been instructed how yet, apparently. Alright, and with that, back to the Goron City. And on our way back, we will see there's a ladder dead ahead, and that is a shortcut back through this maze. We'll just glide over the top here. There are some secret caves and stuff in here. I've never found them to be that useful. I'm going to go ahead and skip them. But just know that they are there. There is also one here that you'll feel the rumble with. Again, we need bombs for that. And the Stone of Agony. I think you technically do still have to get it. And again with Mr. Owl. Oh, I accidentally said yes, and I did it twice because I'm an idiot. Alright, and back to our quest. Alright, I find it's best just to go into any one of these things that's going to direct you back to the forest. Because anytime you take a wrong turn, you're directed back to the forest, and then hop back in. Take the first right. And we come to this clearing where we can upgrade our seed capacity if we get a couple of bullseyes here. Alright, 3 bullseyes in a row. And just for that, he is going to upgrade our capacity for our slingshot. Alright. We'll head on our way through here to the left. And straight on back to Goron Village. And we'll go back and see Durrani. You may have noticed too, if you look carefully down here, that is in fact a door. That won't come into play until a lot later in the game, but it's a little hint there that is actually an area behind there. Alrighty. We'll play him that song. And this is one of the funniest parts of the game. This just cracks me up. His reaction to this song. He goes absolutely apeshit. And now that he is suddenly in a better mood, he will give us a super handy item that will allow us to pick up the bomb flowers. And there you have it. And that does not need to be equipped, that's just automatically on you now. We can see it there on our wrist, and that's just taken effect as of now. Having said that, you can blow up this door. It leads to the Goron shop. I've not found anything that we can't get in other ways, but we'll open it up just for shits and gigs. There you are. And I did mention that there was a heart piece in the center of that thing there. We need our own bombs to make that work, so we'll have to hang on that. You can do it with this, but it is a bit of a challenge to get the timing right. I will give it the old college try real quick. Yeah, I choose to come back when I have my own bombs for that. It's much easier. We'll make our way back up to the top here. And back out to Death Mountain. Take a jaunt over here to the right, and we will get to try out our new bomb flower picking up capabilities with a careful chuck over this lower railing. And if we're lucky, that will detonate the boulder. Very good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entrance to level 2 of the Dodongo's Cavern. Still getting a bit of choppiness here in the stream. It's not terrible, but not ideal. Alright, welcome to the Dodongo's Cavern. Alrighty. First things first, these guys... Oh, come on now. These guys shoot lasers, so be careful in close proximity to them. We're going to start off here with a little shot over here to the right. And they are vulnerable to bombs, but I'm going to use this one on this door over here. We'll pop right on through. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. That is an optional door. Alright, let's take this guy out then. The heads do explode on impact, so give that a watch. And we're too short to reach that right now, so we're going to have to go around. And I believe it is this door that we want to go through then. Yes, indeed. Watch the floor. We're going to have some lizard-like creatures come out here. One slice to kill them, but watch out for the corpses as they will shortly afterwards explode. Alrighty, forging on ahead. There will be a couple more here and there. And you may also be hearing that Scatula. Unfortunately, he is up there, and we cannot reach him yet. That will be something we will have to come back for later. Alright, now we've seen some gray switches before. These blue ones are a tad different. They require constant weight to remain depressed. So we're going to slide our Armos statue. You'll remember the Armos statues from the NES and Super NES systems. Alright, forging on ahead. We've already reached maximum ruby capacity, so that's good. Alright, and here is our mini-boss. We're going to switch to our iron shield. And I mentioned that this comes in handy, the fact that you only use it by ducking, because they slice from above. Let him get his 2 slices in, and after every slice, you return. And it's pretty much a rinse and repeat from there. Very simple. He'll trade places with his friend over here. We'll wait for him patiently. Let him get his slice, return with ours. And again. And then we'll trade spots again. Speed it up a little bit on their second round. Alright, that'll do it. We'll head over there to the left. Again, rolling gives you a little bit of an extra leap. There's a door there we can bomb. We'll grab one of these bombs to do that. And this is an entirely optional room with one of these guys that will sell you things. I'm not going to worry about him. Just want you to know that he is there if you need extra items or ammo. Alright, now these guys will start to breathe fire. When they do, run around. We'll slice in the tail. Watch out for the swing around. And again. Watch out for the swing around. And again. Swing around. And a final time. Watch out for their bodies as well, as they likewise explode. So in this room, our goal is to light all the torches. I recommend killing a couple of these guys at least, simply because they will get in your way while you're running around with the torch. Got one final guy here. Draw his fire. Get him moving as well. Alright, we are all set to light those torches. Okay, remember to regen those torches. Press B, light another one. Keep going. That keeps your inventory nice and stocked up. This one we should have time to get to. I believe it's only 3 torches. Yes, sir. That will unlock the next room, where we will find the switch. And that will give us access to the other side of the dungeon. Okay, now this is a kind of fun room. I'm going to grab our bomb here and drop it in the center. And we'll watch them all go off. Kind of fun to watch. We're hearing that Scatula behind us. Another optional room here. And there is a Scatula nestled right back there in the corner. These armless are alive, so watch out for them. They only take hits from the back. Better yet, let's go ahead and grab a bomb. We'll throw that in. Nice. We'll go and sneak in there while they're distracted. That is your optional room for your compass. So these guys do need to be taken out of this scene, so we're going to grab one of those. We'll take him out. And we are free to proceed. Head on up the stairs. There is a Scatula in this room. I believe you need a late game item for that, but we'll take a look. You can hear him now. I think I'm wrong. No, he is up there and we can climb to him. So we will take him down with our usual 2 hits. You have to kill these spiders, so if you try and climb while they're there, they will lunge at you. We will get our 4th gold Scatula piece. And blazing on ahead. Alright, so every single one of these is alive. So watch out for that. Except for this one in front of the ladder, which we can they should move and get out. But if you touch any of the other ones, they will come to life. Also, anybody that was not wise enough to switch to their metal shield, any of these fire bats, if they touch you, will burn your shield. So be wary of that because they are expensive to get back. We are now on the second floor. And your running speed is slightly faster than any of the... They're called keys. They're basically fire bats, but their in-game name is keys. But you're faster than them at walking speed, so you don't have to worry about them. Alright, so we'll hear some blades running on there. If you can get the jump, it's best to jump in between these two pillars. If not, it's not a high amount of damage. And this is telling us how to look around corners. You can Z target to look. I honestly just move your position to the camera by pressing Z. Anytime Z is pressed, it'll put the camera behind you. Alright, we'll pull this block out just a tad, so that way we can reach both the ladder and the platform behind us. And the reason we do that is for this chest. We're already maxed out on rubies. Now you have to time this so you throw the bomb just as it's about to explode without doing damage to yourself. So I was a little bit late. Let me try it one more time. Alright, 3, 2, and 1. Again, a little bit late. Give that one more try here. Err on the side of caution and go a little bit late. Ah, really? Unfortunate. Alright. Fourth time's the charm, third time's the charm, lost count. Ah, still. Come on, I believe. Let's go. Yes. There we go. And we come to this room. Pretty easy to go by. Little tappy tap at the slingshot, and away we go. And for some more of those lizard guys, again, they explode on impact, so one slice to kill, and then run like hell to avoid the explosion. Rinse and repeat. I am running low on health. That is a rare occurrence in this level. Just in time for the mini-boss, as it were. But again, very simple. So we repeat it before. Let them get their slice. You get yours. 6 hits. It's lizard floss is what they're called. Lizard floss, lizard floss, don't know the exact pronunciation, but they are 6 hits apiece. So there is health to the left if you need it, but it's too risky that I fall. I usually just let go and not get hit. So that's the shoulder. And you gave me a recovery heart. Not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Yeah, I've been doing many quotes. I'm so focused on being serious and giving you guys an in-depth tutorial of this game that I have not been as picky as I normally am. I am impish and whimsical. Thank you, Lindsay. Alrighty. Plowing on ahead. Another room to select the last. We're going to do 2 shots of the old slingshot. 1 straight ahead, and then 1 directly to your left. And that will release the second fire barricade, as it were. And now, lots of people pass this up, so be careful as you go through here. There's a chest on the right. And it is an extremely important chest because it is the dungeon item. And you probably guessed it already since I've been talking about late game stuff the entire time. It is your very own set of bombs. So we no longer have to rely on those pesky bomb flowers. Pack our own heat, and we will equip those to where we have our Deku sticks. Whoops. Said it, but didn't do it. And bombs. Excellent. Okay, and that spits us out here. We press the switch. This gives us access to and from floor 1 without having to go through all the folderol. But do not take that access because you'll notice that just to the left, just to the right, excuse me, there is a bridge that leads you just above the mouth of that big Dodongo statue with 2 convenient holes just above the eyes. We're going to go ahead and drop a bomb in each of those. You'll notice that when we do, those eyes light up. Very cool. I thought that was a very cool addition to the game, personally. Oops, that's not good. Aye. And I have fallen in, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, I believe I can still place a bomb from actually on the skull, even though you're not supposed to be able to. We're going to try that now. Because we were going to fall down to this level anyway. So we'll drop that in there and see if that does it. It did. And that brings us to the final stage of this level, inside the mouth of the Dodongo statue. Watch out for your laser guy on your way in. Alright, final leg of the journey here. Watch out for your fire keys. If you Z-target them as they're approaching you, you can slingshot them. You'll know they're approaching when you hear their wings stop flapping, but we're just going to plow on by, because they're not even seeming to notice. Okay, we'll get some more of those critters coming up here in a minute. And there they are. These ones are usually pretty good about finding their way through. A little swing of the sword will do you some good. Thank God for those recovery hearts. Alright, and these can be moved, but there's absolutely no point. Just go ahead and climb up. This one down here, you can push to get easier access back up if you want. Again, not very hard to get through. I wouldn't worry about it. So had we gotten that optional bottle, we would have been able to bottle that fairy for later use. But since I opted not to do the side mission, we'll just take the help. Alright, so that brings us back to the same room, but this time we can push this block to fill the gap in the center of the room, depressing the switch and moving forward. Watch out for your fire keys, they tend to like to get you that second time around. There they come. A little swing of the sword. And we'll go right back to it. There it comes. Not let him get me, the son of a bitch. Let's see if we can track him down. Ah, screw it. Okay. And there we are. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entrance to the boss. You can go ahead and grab these. There are some bombs. As you can tell, I've stayed stocked, so we don't need them. Honey, remember those guys who were feeding bombs into the mouths of in the game you were playing? I told you that there was a main boss based on him. You will see him now as we enter into the Dodongo cavern. And this is what they look like when they're made to be 3D. What was that? Where did that come from? The other room? It's probably the blade falling out of my hands. And there he is. Let him throw a bomb on in when he's trying to breathe fire. And he'll go out. With headshots. Again, swinging shots are always better. And you can hide in the corner. I didn't do a great job, but it does work. And then wait for him to come back. And rinse and repeat, folks. He will breathe his fire, feed him a nice tasty bomb. We'll go for a lunge this time, because those are double damage. You get 1 hit per bomb. Hide in the corner, and rinse and repeat, folks. Here he comes again. Feed him a nice tasty bomb. Go for another one. And you can also hide in this corner here, too. That does well. We'll feed him another tasty bomb. Oh, a little bit slow on that one. Go for the lunge. That, ladies and gentlemen, is boss number 2. And our reward. And out we go. So he's much happier to see us now that we've taken care of his little cave problem, as it were. This part always makes me funny. He rewards us not only with the second stone that we need, but also with an attempt at a very large bear hug that would certainly crush us. And Link's reaction to that always gives me a little chuckle. And there it is. Gorgeous red ruby. For those of you keeping count from Zelda's speech, we only need one more to open the secret door that we yet to know what's behind. So he's mentioning a great fairy. There are, in fact, 2 great fairies that we have access to. One is back on the way to Hyrule Castle, and here's the hug, as promised. And we run like hell, as expected. Yeah. Lindsay said, remember hugs. During COVID time, it is a different thing altogether, for sure. So we'll go up here and chat with the Great Fairy. Why not? It is getting late, though, so I don't know how much longer we'll be on here. We'll time our bomb here. Oops, missed the jump somehow. I'm not sure exactly why the auto jump didn't take. Happened again. Very strange. Come on, Link. Gotta make that jump for me, dude. I wonder if we can't do that unless we are... There we go. I was gonna say, it's awfully strange. Alright, and there's some volcanic activity that takes place up here. But luckily, we have the perfect shield for the job. Clear the walls off here. There are 3 dastardlies. The third we will get from the second plateau. up we go. Alright, and there's the owl. Mercifully, he's optional to talk to at this time, so I'm not going to do that. And if your memory serves you, there are a great many more doors like that we need to explode, but without further ado, let's play the little melody here, Zelda's Lullaby, and talk to the fairy. And get a sword technique. This is pretty handy. So when we were doing our circle sweep by tilting the control stick, we now get a bit of magic that goes with that. It does a bit of extra damage. So you can charge it, but really it behooves you just to spin it up. You don't use any magic that way. Alright, and there's our magic meter. We'll give you a little showcase of what that looks like. So that's our quick spin, and you can charge it, but for some reason charging it costs you magic, whereas you can do the same thing like this with no magic needed. And with that, I get super bored of this, so I'm going to take the damage. I'd rather that than have to climb down that thing super slow. Rush on over. Hopefully we can get out without any more news. Alright, be patient. Head on back down to the second fairy, my personal fairy. Personal favorite fairy, that is, not fairy, that is my personal. Alright, and if we remember correctly, we have another bombable area here. Unfortunately, it is not nighttime, so I don't know if we'll find it. But let's open this up. Oh, I hear it. We'll definitely get it. So it looks like we can't reach this guy because he's on the wall. Okay, so it looks like we can't get him, but that wall, for whatever magical reason, is actually time away. So once you get him, just pop on up. Because there will be Scatulas that you can't reach yet, and you will find out why in the next stream. Alrighty, gamer fans, we are out of Death Mountain. And back safely to Kakariko Village. Kakariko Village, if you want to be a dick about it. Alrighty. Quick hop and a skip over here. Yeah, the stream is definitely jumpy. I wonder if that's anything to do with the fact that I'm using the FaceTime camera. Because I don't feel like yours is that jumpy, do you? No, you don't feel like it's that jumpy?
No, I mean, a lot of people are
I mean, it's kind of really bad right now. Somebody said that in mine? Huh. So it's very jumpy then, it sounds like. No, I mean, I'm pulling it directly from OBS and it looks pretty jumpy. Yeah, he's saying my webcam thing. I didn't know there was anybody in the chat, by the way. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. I'm guessing it might have something to do with the fact that I'm using the FaceTime camera. My wife, when she streams, she uses her phone attached by USB. But yeah, I'm running OBS through the Wii U for this. Whoops, well, let's play the song, right? Come on now. But yeah, welcome to the chat. You are actually my first person that is not my wife in the chat. So that's exciting for me. I just started streaming. She's been doing it for a while. I wonder what happens if we try... oh no, certainly not. I've played this. This is my go-to game that I pick. It's my favorite game of all time. I've probably beaten this perfect with every heart container, skull, Skatula, everything. Probably 100 times over. No, I'm a die-hard Zelda fan. I've played and beaten every Zelda that's ever been released. Alright, and there's Din's Fire Free Wall. Yeah, that's actually my main point of streaming this, is telling people little hints and secrets and kind of making like a video walkthrough while just kind of having fun, bored from COVID. Rated for everyone. There is blood, that's true. There's also blood at the very end of the game when a certain someone dies. He spits some out, which I always thought was kind of weird. It almost looks like it's his hair in the graphics, but yeah. No. This is definitely not my first time. I have played all of the Zeldas multiple times. This one is my particular favorite, so I've probably beaten this with perfect completion over 100 times since my youth. I've owned this game on N64, I've owned it on Wii, I've owned it on Wii U, I've owned it on 3DS. Pretty much any time they re-release this in any fashion, I go ahead and buy it. Oh yeah, no. That's why I'm playing this. It had to be my first thing. I just got the Wii U up and ready to stream. She's been streaming on Switch, and I kind of got hooked in on streaming. This is not really something that I've ever done before. But yeah, this and Majora's Mask, even Wind Waker for GameCube. I was a little bit older when that came out, but I mean, just every time I start this game up and listen to the start music with the horse going by and just the sound, it just brings me right back and is soothing as all hell. Oh, I was not paying attention. We cannot get out of here because it's still dark. We got to go back to a non-frozen in time area. Yeah, that's why I was thinking I'd also get my viewership up with this, because I saw a lot of people were streaming it. It's just one of those things that if you haven't had access to an N64 emulator in a while, if I hadn't been able to play this game in the last 5 years, I would definitely sit on Twitch and watch somebody play this. Yeah, the speed run. I've been trying to be more about like, oh, here's some secrets and you know, tell some things like, oh yeah, Dampy is reoccurring in multiple games and like tell some trivia and things like that that people who played this before may not have known, but like I don't stop and talk to the people. I'm just on to the next level, on to the next thing. Randomizer runs. Yeah. Alright, now we can pop back here. Yeah, I mean, it looks viewable. It's not, like, terribly choppy when I'm seeing it in OBS, but I feel like it's definitely more choppy than when my wife streams, so I'm guessing maybe that has to do with the fact that I'm using my FaceTime camera on my computer instead of an external camera device. Because, yeah, my feed, like, me moving around here, the camera feed looks flawless. I'm, like, playing on the computer as my monitor now just to fuck with it, to test it. I got distracted. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, so I got Den's Fire. I saw both of the fairies, so now we need to progress to Zoro's Domain. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I forget who tells you you're supposed to go to Zoro Domain. I just happen to know to go there, but I forget what the interlude is that tells you, hey, go play the flute by the waterfall. Yeah, you can still see what's going on in the game, exactly. I wonder if I should just try and disable my camera now, or just even screw with it and see if that does anything. Front-facing camera. If I hide it, babe, is it's still viewing me, they just can't see it, right? That didn't make a difference. If I hide it, yeah, so it's definitely still going. Again with the bird. Yes, Mr. Owl, what would you like to say to me? Yeah, so glad it's not just me, the fucking owl. And they do it on purpose where like he asks, "Oh, do you want to hear it again or did you catch all that?" And it switches every time. Yeah, exactly. He said don't accidentally hit yes because they switch it like to try and catch you up on it in case you're just button mashing the way through it. Yeah, no, that's some definite fuckery on that one. Yeah, I'm really trying to convince LM Brazil, who is my wife, to play this, because she's never played Ocarina of Time. She started playing Wind Waker a little bit. I got her to play that. And I forget why she stopped, what was going on with that. Maybe that's what it was, yeah, that she started streaming. So for those of us who are watching this for walkthroughs or anything, there is a super tantalizing heart piece right there. You can't get it right now. Don't worry about it. You'll get it later. But yeah, it's right there in front of everything, and definitely will taunt some of the people that don't know they can't get it yet, but just go ahead and leave it. Right in the face by that, reading the chat. Grew up with Game Boy and Xbox. Oh yeah, Star Fox 64, 100%. Oh yeah, no, very much so. Oh, and perfect time for it to turn night, so we can sneak over here and grab a Spatula. And there's another heart piece above our heads. We can't get that one either. So again, people who are watching, I don't think anybody in the chat. I think the only person in the chat obviously has played this game many times. Wait, do you guys know each other, or are you guys meeting right now? Okay, wasn't sure if you were one of. Oh well, all right. I obviously can't talk and play at the same time. There we go. Oh, that ended up well. Happened to just grab the ledge there. Alrighty. And the super in any way conspicuous, totally normal workaday waterfall. Nothing to be concerned about. Oh yeah, it's funny. I was about to say my wife too, but that was you. I read that thinking that was him. Yes, Wifey Lady is a photographer, so she uses her computer for a great many things that she can't risk destroying it over games. Here we are in Zora's domain. As I mentioned earlier about the Stone of Agony, if you choose to get it or activate your Wii U Rumble features, there will be a spot for you guys to have some fun right here. Remember that for later. In fact, I wonder if without it being activated, if I can just do it knowing it's there, even though they haven't told me anything about it. Kind of curious. As I bomb this guy to smithereens for no reason. So no, it does not appear unless you have ways to know that it's there. Okay, and those can be lit later. We'll deal with that at the right moment. The source of the fire is all the way up by the king at the top. We're gonna go see him now. If you want to grab a mic, babe, and be in the chat, feel free. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I just drop a bomb in front of my no, but it's weird that there's that spot, like, right there. They're impervious to bombs anyway. They're fine. Hello there, King Zora. How are you this fine day? Where has she gone? Perhaps we learn to dive when we find out. Oh no, the cutscene isn't yet, where he like squidges off slowly to the right. Yeah, fucking hilarious. Not just yet, I have to get the right quest item for that. But yeah, fucking hilarious. I will play the diving game. Thank you, sir. This seems like a very side questy thing, but actually what I get in reward for this is necessary to progress. So bear with me as I go diving for these. And there you have it. She has something very nice for me. I assume it's a she. I have absolutely no idea. All the Zoras look like they have kids, so I just kind of assumed as a kid that they were. Like, let's go up to them. I mean, those look pretty like kids to me. I don't know. Who knows? Link don't judge. Link just go about his business. Alright, not yet. We gotta go on time. Alright. And that will increase our diving capacity by an extra 3 seconds, which coincidentally is just enough to get to Lake Elia from here. Here we go. Camera fail. Oh, the camera's underwater? Yeah, that happens quite a few times. Okay, I guess somehow I totally missed that. Come on, grab it. There you go. I've played this so many times that I've forgotten how you would know all the shit that I'm doing, like who you talk to that's like, oh hey, here's your hint on how to do this. I just remember all the shit because I've played it 1,000 times. So if anybody here is looking for a walkthrough on how to do this stuff with actually knowing what the game is supposed to tell you to do, yeah, find somebody who talks to people, because Eric ain't got no time for that shit. Yeah, it's the dumb little things that amuse me too. I 100% agree with that. The fact that you were like, oh my god, this cutscene, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely somebody I would get along with, because the amount of time it takes that guy to get out of the way so you can go to the next level is really humorous. We're about to see it right now that I have the letter. The Prima guy, yes, I still have it, and it's taped together because I've used it so many times that it is, like falling apart. I had two. I had a Prima guide, and I had one other one that I can't remember. It's on that shelf right there, actually, or it was. That's right, we moved that shelf. It's not even there anymore. Anyway, without further ado, let's give this guy the letter from his daughter and watch the hilarious cutscene, babe. I'll turn on sound especially for you, just so you can hear this, because it's hilarious. All right, so he's going to let me pass through. Yep, this is it. Here we go. This is definitely it. All right. Take the bottle. Thank you for the bottle. Here you go, honey. So he takes his sweet-ass time. Yeah, squidging his way. Yeah, no, he's doing what he's doing. And there's no way to skip it. Like, the fact that they make you sit through that. Oh, no, you can't skip it. You have to watch this man scoot his ass out the way. It's hilarious. All right. Thank you for that show, good sir. Oh, we need a fish before we go in there. I have forgotten. We're going to sneak down here for a fish real quick. Excellent. Really? The refresh rate? Interesting. The fish is to offer to Lord Jabu Jabu, so that way he opens his mouth and sucks you in. That's how you end up in the next level. Again, I have no idea how you would have found that out otherwise. I just happen to remember. I've always wondered, too, I don't know if you've played Wind Waker, if there's any relation between Lord Jabu Jabu and Jaboon from Wind Waker. Oh, it's been 10 years since he played this. See, you're the kind of people I'm streaming this for. The people that haven't played it in a long time, that it's like, oh my god, just total nostalgia. Because I'm a nerd and I've played this. I play this probably once a year just to stay current. You did not have Twilight Princess. Interesting. Yeah, anytime a new Zelda would come out, I would buy it on release day. I was obsessed as a kid. The first game I ever beat was this game, so I remember running pell-mell out to my mother, screaming that I had beaten this game. I was so fucking excited about it. And I was hooked. What am I doing? I'm getting my deflector shield, so we can take care of these guys and all their rock-spitting nonsense. Okay. Yeah, the remaster of Wind Waker for Wii U was pretty great. I was pretty happy about that. These fucking bubbles, they're so annoying.
I'm gonna be streaming that.
Yeah, she's going to stream Wind Waker. I'm really excited for that for you. The only one she's ever played is Link's Awakening for the GameCube that we then... no, that we then... What was I going to say? That we bought the remastered edition for. Right. Don't remember how or why it didn't occur to me to get them. Yeah. I liked Twilight Princess. It's funny, people liked Twilight Princess more because they said, quote, it's edgy, and Wind Waker wasn't edgy enough. I liked Wind Waker way more. I like Twilight Princess a lot, but I much prefer Wind Waker. Interesting that that elevator is already there. I remembered having to activate that manually. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. That's already going. I mean, I guess... So wait, does that mean that I can go over there? No, because there's missing a piece in the puzzle. Okay. Okay, so we'll go in here. And lo and behold, here is the lady that we were looking for. Princess Ruto. Who is weirdly an asshole to you now, and then very infatuated with you later. In this game? We are inside Lord Jabu Jabu, who is a giant fish. Yes.
And why is she there?
She is there because she feeds Lord Jabu Jabu all the time, and when feeding a fish just like we did, she got sucked in, and the stone that we're trying to get from her got lost in there, and she's trying to find it. Yes, you have to carry her everywhere, but the upside is you can use her to weigh down switches and throw at enemies, and she doesn't even get that pissed about it. She is going to get sucked into a vortex, so we have to go after her. And there she is. RE4. Don't know that I know what RE4 is. Oh, Resident Evil 4. Yeah, that took me a minute. But yeah, know what you're talking about. Not a game I've played a whole lot, but I have certainly seen people play Resident Evil. Alright, we're going to head straight backwards. So I could use her to kill these bubbles. I'm going to try to avoid them instead. We'll see how that goes. Son of a bitch. Alright. And as a Zora, she oddly can't swim. Don't know why. I'm going to take out this Scatula real quick. Yeah, I played Resident Evil 0, which I believe was on the GameCube at the time. We need to take these guys out too, because they're going to be a problem in a minute. That time I didn't see it go underwater. But then again, oh yeah, there, I just saw it do it right there. It's funny, I've played this so many times I don't even notice. Like when the game's flawed, I like give it a pass. I don't even notice. Alright, so now we gotta fill the water. We'll go and grab that Scatula piece. I like when you're standing weird and like your sword or arm will just glitch through a wall, like it'll clip off. And there are some pots here. I believe there's a fairy in one of these. Yep, could have caught that in a bottle, but not super concerned about it. Alright, let's reactivate that. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. We want to carry Wuto over the thing first. Yeah, the fact that it actually knows the camera's underwater and changes the sound accordingly. They kind of make a reprise to the whole carrying her around thing in Wind Waker when you have to carry the two sages all over the place. The bird girl and the... I can't remember what the hell her name is right now. Alright, why waste a perfectly good ammunition when we can just throw ladies at stuff? Super handy. And moving right along. wait patiently for our elevator to arrive. There is a secret Giku scrub. If you dive underneath there and go to the other side, he will sell you ammo and bombs and stuff. As you can see, our inventory is pretty stocked, so we're good. Oh, yeah, I will try to do that for you. I will not reveal anything. Oh, okay. Well, apparently, we did a shit job at that jump, and she will probably appear back in that same room, so we'll have to go back and get her. Yes, I encourage you to play any game of the Zelda series, so I will definitely try to not ruin those for you. So I'm guessing she'll be back here now, right? No. Maybe does she end up... Yes, there she is. Okay. Alrighty. Spoil away this game, yeah. Oh shit, I fucking left her again. Cannot multitask. Open the door. Let's go. Alright, yes, I left you again. I know, it's so sad. Alright, let's go. Okay. So I have to go through all that again just because I lost her? Really? That's unfortunate. Alright, let's make this quick. I'm not even going to worry about those guys because frankly I don't care. Alexa, set AC down 1 degree. It's hot in here, right? It's not just me. Son of a bitch, bubble. Alright, let's do this a bit better this time. Oh yeah, no, there's certainly a good amount of puzzles. I've memorized most of them and where to go. Just because, again, I've done it so many times. But yeah, definitely a very puzzle-based game. Alrighty, so now, speaking of puzzles, I believe we go straight across now. Watching for any of these annoying-ass pitfalls, and I think we're going to pop right in here. So what did you think it was that you're saying I should do with the refresh rate or whatever it is? If you could look it up, though, just so I know, because I'd like to get a better stream quality. So we'll use her to weigh down the switch. Oh, funny. That's definitely not where we want to go, because we don't have the item to kill that yet. Yes, 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 we know. So definitely not there that we're going. We need that to kill that red thing, so we're not going there. Let's take a look down here, perhaps. Yes, I believe this is where we're going. There's a yellow switch, not a blue switch. Yeah. Definitely a lot of textures. If you actually stand still on it, it will actually move you away slowly. Like, it's actually a conveyor belt of intestines. Yes, this is the room that I wanted. Alright, so we'll kill some more of these underground stingray folks. And we'll be well on our way to the dungeon's item, which will be revealed shortly. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Zelda streaming, so if there's anything else you want to see, most likely when I'm done with this, or even in between, I will be streaming pretty much all the Zeldas at one point on here. Because I think I'm hooked on streaming now. Alright. Pause for dramatic effect. Here is the long-awaited item from level 3. The boomerang. The Boomerang Squad. Get it? Because it's got Aang in it. For anybody who's been watching Avatar recently. Alright. Blazing on ahead. So now, of course, we've lost our companion. She is teleported back to wherever the fuck. So we'll need to go and find her. And there she is. Oh yeah, the boomerang is definitely funny. So settings, native settings, right? Okay, yep. Correct. Bitrate. It's a 2500 kbps. The auto bitrate is at 160. Oh, sorry, audio bitrate. Does that do anything for you? Yeah, no, it's the only way to get a lot of the gold scatulas that are too high up, especially in Carico Village. And it's also handy for these fuckers right here. Okay. So that wasn't what you wanted? Really? Okay. Alright, now we go back to that switch we were at earlier. Right, whoopsie-doo. Alright, it also helps out with these guys. So each time we kill one of these tentacles, it removes a tentacle object somewhere else in the level, allowing us to get around. Alright, there we are. That one I'm not familiar with. Turok 2, I believe? Do not know that one. Okay, now she's gonna get mad again that we left her. Big deal. Okay. And now that red thing that was here is gone, which they're about to tell us again. The red slimy thing is gone. I see that. Thank you. Moving right along. Now we have a time limit to get rid of these bubbles. Pretty easy though with the boomerang in hand. And some crafty Z targeting. Or in this case, ZL targeting, but just picky. Excellent. Alright, I wasn't even paying attention. What did we just get? I was reading stuff on OBS. Oh, I think we got the map. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we did that. We did this. Move on to here. We go in here. There's another slimy thing there, so I guess not. We probably need to go this way. I think we're going in here now? Yes. For the second guy. Alrighty. Anyone feel like a chump? I mean, a lot of times I would get the compass first in all the older games, and then you'd hear the tone when there was a small key in the vicinity before having the map, because you just kind of wander around and find things. Yeah, when the fleshy conveyor belt becomes an obstacle. Okay, so that should take care of all of the slimy doodads. Should be able to pop on over here, the long hallway. Oh, I suppose there is one more. Let's take care of these guys real quick, because they will get annoying. This there. Alright. Now we can take care of this. Oops. Somehow he got me. Oh, he's gonna get me again. Come on, Z-target him. Hello. Hello. A lot of trouble with that one. Okie dokie. So if we check our trusty map, that should be all in here. Yep, so we are good. Now that means that the slimy guy that was in the sinkhole in here will be gone. And I believe... Ah, shit, I fell. And that was not the one I wanted to be in. I wanted to be in the one next to it. That really blows. Okay. That was unexpected and unplanned. I believe we can get back up here, though. Yes. Okay. Now where did she go to? She's back here. Alright, so I believe it is the sinkhole in this corner that we need to go into now. Right here. So please. Yes, yes it is. And now that we have our trusty boomerang, we needn't worry about collecting these guys anymore. God, using the C-stick buttons as C buttons, resurrectional arrows, is really difficult. Excellent. And then we'll head right on back. And time for the mini-boss. Bossy, bossy. The weak point is on his back, and I honestly forget exactly how I need to get him to turn around. I think I just walk up to him and then he'll turn around. Or no, I hit him and then he spins. That's right, and then he'll spin. And if he spins, hopefully in the right direction, then I get to attack him. Yep, beautiful. That's right. Again. Nope, time to play the Ocarina. Nope, no luck there. Whoops. That's probably the easier way. Just get hit and then he's forced to turn around and then hit him. We have enough health, we could probably just rinse and repeat that if need be. I doubt we have time to run all the way around. I don't remember ever doing that as a kid. I might be able to catch up. I don't know that it's worth it. Take a lot of snake. Just get him to turn around. And there we go. It's so bone-jarring when you get electrocuted. They do a great job of selling you on the pain. Alright, and there's these wobbly doodads. Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? I fucked this up. I'm out of time here. Yep. It's all good. At least our guy's dead now, so that makes life easier. Freeze the jello cubes, or whatever the hell those are. And this is the piece we needed from earlier that slides down in place, giving us access to this room. And since we don't have our fancy Princess Ruto, since she was taken, she will be replaced by a wooden box. Works just as well. And complains a shitload less. Alrighty. We are almost at the boss here. Just about. Oh, walked face first into a gold scatula. Alrighty. Excellent. Alright, and here we go, boss time. Cleared 3 levels of this game in just a couple hours tonight. The big, the bad, Baronade. He's a little creepy. He's a little funky. I'd be an upset fish too if I had one of those living inside me. Alright, so step one, we're going to want to sever those ties up there, keep strafing, to avoid the electric things that shoot out of them, the bolts of lightning, whatever it is. Get your Z-target back, so just Z-target and strafe. There are 4 of those that you need to touch. Actually, 3 of those, it looks like. Alright, last one. No, I was right. That was 4. Oh no, 3. Okay. Then he will start to spin, snake in real quick, and get a boomerang shot into stun. Okay, not doing so hot on that. And then we can kill off slowly the protecting guys. I'm not doing so hot on that either. Alright, we'll take another shot with a boomerang. Alright, got that one. Got that one, and once we get these last 2 here, we will emerge from this hiding spot down there. 1 and 2. Whoops, not quite quick enough for that second one. Alright, now he'll make his way up. And just keep launching your boomerang until it breaks through. With all these little guys here. Protection, make sure you're strafing to avoid the lightning. Alright, now he's got no protection, so we'll give him one more boomerang. And go in for some fancy slices and spins. You get double damage with the spins. Gotta dodge through this set of attacks. He'll pop back up here in a minute. Give him another slice with a boomerang. Alright, go for our double damage spins. Another set of electricity. And again, strafing is your best friend here. Just keep a tight circle. You're always faster than his attacks. Alright, right there. There you are. Alright, and our 3rd heart container, bringing us up to 6. Oh, and there she is, looking all pissed. So he's still there. No. Alright, make up with that spiritual stone. We need it. Alrighty, folks. Well, that concludes level 3, Jabu Jabu. It is 1:30 in the morning here, so I think the wife and I will be headed to bed. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to, I'm going to murder this, Bo Propos, I believe. Thank you for chatting with us today. It was very nice to have my first person in my chat today. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but if you are, thank you very much, and we enjoyed your company. And with that, we will give this a nice hearty save with our new... Don't tell my father. That's her last words of the stream. let's save. Again, don't know if you're in here, but appreciated you being in the chat. Let's go for a quick save. Alrighty. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.